Hi collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So I felt I needed to do a starseed reading that is going to do this channel justice before I transfer over fully to my cosmic divine seeker, as I'm fully stepping into more of my power of being a starseed, embracing that, not hiding in the shadows anymore, fully coming out. So it's why I feel it's really time to launch this new channel. And I was going to do this crystal stream work originally, but for whatever reason I was called to change it. So for those of you that have been watching me for a while, you know that I say that I'm a starseed, a light worker, an earth angel, and a lot of you might not understand what that is, right? So I felt to explain a little bit, and that I finally got the realization that I very much am Orion starseed, and I know that I have Venetian and other placements as I've incarnated on many other planets and star systems. I feel I didn't want to acknowledge the Orion placement because I know a lot of these Orion starseeds can be very cold and detached and come off as very unemotional, and a lot of them are here on karmic patterns, basically karmic lives to prove themselves. So a lot of them are like divine karma. Right? So anyways, I always known ever since I was a little girl that I always felt as though I was different. I was a black sheep. I didn't fit in. I felt as though I was never at home. I often always looked up at the night sky, and I was always looking for Orion, and I would always look right away at Orion's belt, and the three very beautiful stars there always caught my eye. I finally, I've always known that I had a special drawn to the constellation. Often, if you're drawn to the night sky in a certain constellation star system, it's often where you're from. As there are many starseeds that have incarnated here. And, being a starseed, it means you're in this world, but you're not of this world. It means that your soul was born incarnated on another star system, okay, or another planet. And you're here with the help, with the upliftment of humanity, and to help with this evolution of Earth here, because it's very important, as it affects our entire universe. So I felt to explain a little bit, if you feel as though you never fit in, you're never at home, you're different, it's a very big sign, confirmation. You often will get confirmations when you go through awakenings and advancements. I finally got the confirmation in my dreams that very much in Starseed. So I felt, anyway, I'm not going to get too much into that. So because it can come to you for different things, right? So Orion starseeds come from one of the most famous constellation in the Earth sky. It's one of the most brightest and most recognizable forms of the night sky, and can be seen throughout the world. So there's a lot of us that are Orion starseeds here, right? So in Greek mythology, Orion represents a giant huntsman who attempted to capture the seven sisters of Artemis. He fell victim to his own ego and pride, eventually being killed by a scorpion's sting. Okay, so that's why there's a lot of Orion starseed going up in mythology of that you have to shatter your ego here, and it's a very significant thing, and it's part of serving your karma when you're able to do that here. Okay, so unlike Earth souls and Earth angels, these souls incarnated on other planet systems and galaxies far from Earth. Starseeds are highly advanced spiritual beings carrying a multitude of wisdom, abilities, and knowledge. They're like beacons of light amongst the darkness. Okay, so I'm not going to get into all the other ones. This one's going to be focusing on the Orion placements. So Orions are often misunderstood. They're dubbed one of the coldest starseeds, rarely showing their emotions and only caring about knowledge. That's why they can seem very detached. But this is a very shallow view of these beautiful beings. Yes, they hide their emotions, but they're most certainly not cold. Deep down, Orion starseeds are very loving, caring, and benevolent. That's why often when you get to know us, then you start to see like, wow, you're not so shallow and undetached like I thought. It's just a struggle for these people to open up. This is why they present a very logical and different persona. So the story surrounding the Orion civilization, the Orions are made up of many different species rather than just a cluster of energies. That's why you can have a lot of different placements within, like I know that I have Venetian, there's Minnetonkian, which I know that I have, right? So it's a mixture, okay? For some of these, Orions wanted to leave their home constellation because of the mixture, because a lot of dark reptilians were there and were kind of taking over control, which is now what's been going on here. In Earth, there's a lot of the dark souls of this world are reptilians that are about ego, control, things like that. So a lot of ours are, you know, very important positions of power at this time, unfortunately. That's why this is the spiritual warfare. This is the spiritual war, the battle. Okay, so that's why there's so many Starseeds here at this time. That's why we're, you know, uniting and coming together. Okay, so let's keep going. Orion Starseeds have a double mission here on Earth. Their general purpose is to help improve our civilization's knowledge in the fields of science, technology, and medicine. And that's why a lot of us are felt very called to natural healing, sound healing, eating healthy, you know, and things like that. A lot of us, you know, are more into eating the vegetation, not eating animals and things like that, right? Because we know what it does to the Earth body. Okay. So on a soul level, their personal mission is to discover how to open their heart center, learn to trust again, and be open to the pleasure of the human experience. They need to realize that joy and knowledge can coexist. So that's why a lot of Orion Starseeds, they're just constantly in knowledge and learning. A lot of them are in positions of like take on jobs where they're very analytical. They're researchers, you know, within like the medicine field, things like that. They're just always absorbing, learning. They're very fast-paced, very knowledgeable, very smart, very sophisticated. Small talk doesn't often entertain these individuals. They need like intense, deep conversations. You are a manifesting machine is another sign there. Orions are master manifestors. They have the unique and prized ability to transform their thoughts into physical manifestations, no matter how impossible they may seem. When they want to create something, they're very powerful. They know how to use the universal energies to work and to manifest and materialize whatever they need or desire. Okay. It's because they have a very good balance between logical and spiritual. You're drawn to being your own boss when you're an Orion Starseed, as you're far more sophisticated. Maddie, back over here in my video, baby. You often feel more, you need to be your own boss. You don't do very well with the lower intelligent beings because you know you're very highly and sophisticated, and you often see the solution when others do not. So you don't do well in placements where you have others in charge of you. You are compassionate and activist, and you have a very strong moral compass. So a lot of Orions are very fierce activists. They're caring a lot about Mother Gaia Earth here. You have an incredible strong moral compass like no other. That's why these are very honest, very follow the rules, not rule breakers. I mean, there's a borderline there because where the system's corrupt in the 3D matrix, that they're kind of against it. But as far as like compassion, humility for humans, animals, this planet, things like that, like you won't see them destroying Earth. You won't see them harming animals or people. They're very caring of emotions and feelings and things like that. Orions are often overthinkers and overanalyzers of this world. They can be found in their minds most of the time, viewing the world through the narrow lens of a highly polarized mind. They typically require evidence before believing a concept to be true, and they often struggle with someone's present and opposing opinions or beliefs. They need a lot of facts. You're a class A perfectionist, like nothing better. And something I've noticed is like I have very high standards for whatever I'm working on or whatever I'm doing. And like I knew this as a child, so I would often work by myself. Maddie, no. I would often work by myself on projects and things like that because I knew that my perfectionism level was very high, and I don't like to come off as being overly bossy and things like that. So I would choose to work alone. So a lot of these Orion Starseeds choose to work alone and do things themselves because they have this high level of perfectionism that's needed. And when you're working with others with a lower intelligence of you than you, it's very difficult because you don't want to come off as, you know, hurting people's feelings, as being, no, I have a much better, unique way of doing this than you, and you don't want to hurt people's feelings and put them down. I felt to put a little bit of that out there. So it can be very hard to compare your work to others. You thrive under pressure. A lot of Orions, like, their obstacles level them up, and a lot of people are envious of that. They don't understand how you thrive so much when you're under pressure, right? Because it allows you to prove your own potential and discover unfound strength that you didn't, in fact, know that you had. Okay. So Palladian Starseeds, they're talking about is fixed. Okay. I'm not going to get into too much of them because I wanted to label this one Orion. There's many different style Starseeds and different things. I'm probably going to be talking a lot more about the different Starseeds, the different placements and stuff. Like, I would love to, I know I did a reading a while ago on Venetians. And that's why, like, with this channel, I've kind of dabbled back and forth between Starseeds, and I was getting into doing Earth Angel readings and things like that. And that's why I feel like I'm just going to go to my Cosmic channel and do it all there. And I need a fresh platform and everything. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. I don't know. I was so excited to find out about getting definitely the confirmation, understanding more of my life path, the purpose, mission, what I am. So I felt to put this Orion one out there. I know I've been guided some very beautiful readers that have put on, you know, their stories, you know, of the Starseed. So I feel this is very important because it's for people to understand, you know. So I feel that, you know, you're either getting guided to this reading for you to understand that you've had relationships with an Orion Starseed, or that you are an Orion Starseed, or that maybe you're a different Starseed, and you need to look into your traits. And the stuff is all there on the web now. I mean, whatever you want to look for, it's there. It's not all hidden. It's like the veil's been lifted, right? But yeah, so anyway, and then there's different things. Like, I know that I'm very much an Earth Angel too. That's why I know I say I'm here on a triple mission, because I have my double mission here where I'm clearing out the karma. I'm working within, you know, the realms, right? So yes, I know I'm a Starseed, Earth Angel, and Lightworker. So I've always said that. So really, I feel I have a triple mission, right? That I know that I already do have a place in heaven. I've already came back down, right? Okay, so I've got a lot of knowledge here, and that's why I know I'm here meant to be a spiritual teacher, healer, help to awaken, activate, and align as many souls as I can, right? So anyway, I wanted to tell you a little bit, like, I'm super excited that I found this very beautiful angel yesterday, so it was guiding me more to start doing some more Earth Angel reading. It's so beautiful too, that she's like the happy birthday. She's holding a bouquet. I've got my daughter's birthday coming. I'm so excited. My little Earth Angel star child. So yeah, I'm very excited. So anyway, yeah, I got her out here, and then I pulled my angel deck, and this one I didn't even I was starting to play with it, so I'm going to do a separate reading. And I haven't pulled this deck in a long time, but I really feel the strong presence of the angels. At this time, a lot of us are being protected from all the spiritual warfare and fighting. A lot of us are uniting and coming together. This is very, very powerful too, because there's big portal energies that are opened up at this time. We have this very powerful eclipse that is coming, and there's a lot of dark energies that are coming through within these portals and these gateways. That's why it's more than ever, it's time to unite and come together, and that's why I think that I was guided to do this reading now. Okay, and I felt to tell one more thing. So, if you want to know, in fact, if you are in connection with a starseed, or if you are, the number one way that you can tell is the eyes. Starseeds have very intense eyes. They often have a sparkle to them. when you stare into Starseed's eyes or even look at them, glance at them, you know that there's much more. It's like they hold the universe within their eyes. They often have very big eyes too. I'm not going to say all of them. Some have very large eyes. But there's so many different types, but you can tell by the eyes, and that's how other starseeds often connect. When you look in the eyes and you have that, you know. So if you've been drawn to somebody's eyes, you know their eyes are very intense. They're like out of this world. It's because they really are. So, all right, guys, I'm going to close that out here. I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely watch more of my readings. And if you want to continue to get content from me, come to Cosmic Divine Seeker. I know that one's a lot easier to find too on the searches of the YouTube, because apparently there's a lot of crystals and a lot of shadow work readings. And, you know, I know that, you know, when I started my channel, I was learning and evolving, and I just was so excited just to start recording. So, you know, it was like, it's better that I was more hidden, but all of my content's there. I mean, I've always been connecting with divine, source, spirit, my galactic realm and family. So I have a lot of beautiful content. That's why they don't want me to get rid of it. But it's time for this new platform. So anyways, I don't know, I felt to share that. So love and light to all of you. It's an amazing time. You gotta open your eyes. There's so much stuff coming to light. I guarantee you that even if you're not a starseed, you're guided here. Many of you are in contact with other starseeds. It's gonna help you understand people, you know, because there's so many starseeds here helping with this shift in the earth. Really is. So, all right, love and light to all of you. Bye.